Sehr gut. Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel and her conservative bloc pulling out a big election win over the weekend, getting nearly 42% of the vote. But, you know, it's not just Germany. Conservative leaders winning big elections recently in the likes of Australia, even Norway. Monica Crowley likes this trend, knows what's behind this trend. Help me, Monica. What's going on here?
Hi, and not to mention last week, the Swedish government, Sweden, which was a stronghold of socialism for so many years, they announced that they're going to cut taxes to stimulate their economy. Can you imagine?
We had it paying through the nose. Yeah,
right.
You know?
So you have countries as diverse as Australia, Norway, Sweden, and now Germany going for conservative prime ministers, conservative leadership. And that's because either some of these countries, which have been socialist for a long time, or have toyed with socialist policies, or have dabbled in leftism out of some sort of sense of social justice or income inequality and dealing with those issues, they have now decided that that hasn't worked, that they've had enough of that, and they're going to try something different. So you see a lot of these Western countries now turning toward conservative leadership.
But
I just hope we're not too far behind, Neil.
It isn't quite so black and white in Germany because they have a parliamentary system. The coalition partner didn't even get enough votes, and that was a business-friendly party. So now she still has to hunt for a grand coalition partner, but she probably will. But what you're saying is that there is a tide here toward more conservative rule. But in this country, it's seen as crazy rule. Or is it the mainstream media that's characterizing that?
Well, I think the United States has to learn its lesson the way that these countries have learned their lesson. Margaret Thatcher once said, socialism is great until you run out of other people's money. And in so many of these cases, the countries either have run out of other people's money, as we've seen with Greece, or they're well on that road and they've decided they've had enough of leftism, that they can't afford it, and that they ought to try something new to try to get their economies in a growth mode, which is what we need here in the United States.
Can I